where. Oh, I'm sorry. I just lost a caller who was waiting. So I hope you'll be able to call back anyway. That I missed you. I mean, just sorry that I lost you. Okay. I have another person on the line. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
The Prince Jejeman. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you, Baba?
Well, I'm here. I'm surviving. Thanks for asking.
Well done, Baba.
Thanks a lot.
First of all, I want to thank our lioness in the house, Princess. You know, I want to thank her for her immense work she's doing.
Well, thanks for thanking her. Yeah, she can hear you.
And also, I want to thank every member of my good diary supporting the Yoruba Union.
Thanks so much. And thanks for your own support too, because you have been one of the supporters. You are rich. You are also like saying thank you to. So yeah, thank you to you too, Prince.
Yeah, thank you, Baba. Yeah, I also want to thank the non-Yorubas who are supporting. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's great. So, Baba, thank you for the good work. You know, we're enjoying
thanks so much. Thanks so much for indulging me. Because you know something, right? A lot of people will sit down there, and sometimes I do ask myself, like, I don't know how all of you feels when you sit down and listen to me and my voice and the rest, yeah? And most of the time, like, people will sit down there for 3 hours. Man, I'm not supposed to thank you, seriously. But yeah, it goes both ways. So thank you.
Yeah, unique. You must know that you are unique. For people to be with you 3 hours.
3 straight hours, Baba.
Unique.
Or more. And we are talking about thousands of people. This is not just like fringes of numbers, though. So yeah, it goes both ways. So yeah, thanks so much as well, Prince.
You are doing a great job, Baba. You are doing a great job.
Thank you.
So I want to rewind back to this. You know, in Nigeria, 1 + 1 is not 2; it's equals to 11.
Yes.
You know, where is the 1 + 1 is equals to 11. That's Nigeria for you. You know, the other
corrupt.
Honestly, the other guy that came the other day you showed on your program.
Yep.
I was asking for Pastor Anesha to give him back the tithe money. You know,
that guy who said he's no longer interested in going to heaven.
Exactly.
I don't think he got his money, and he will likely never get the money, except if he wants to go to jail.
I don't. Well, it depends. You know, Nigeria. As long as you have money, you can get away with anything. That's why they hustle to kill, to do whatever they can to get that money. But the guy, I support him anyway, whether he gets his money or not. I support him because Jesus Christ brought grace to us.
Yes,
His grace that brought to us, and nobody could keep the law. That's why Jesus came, so that we might have grace. That's what we are told through the word of God.
That's right. Okay? That's right.
You know, so
hallelujah.
And that tithe was that tithe is a product of the law. Okay.
And it is like covenant. It is the covenant between you and God. But it's just that Nigeria hard right now. So if somebody feels like I don't want to go to heaven anymore, I don't think I'm surprised. But yeah, it's meant to be between them and God. You are not supposed to get it back. Sure, you get.
That's the thing is that the Bible says, "Don't let what you are left."
What your left gives you your right. Yeah, you should not tell them.
Know what you are. So it's supposed anything we are doing is supposed to be unto the Lord. Okay. But you see, this the way a pastor introduced a tithe card, that guy can get his money back logically.
It's got something that looks like a checkbook, but is that the tithe book? Yeah, it's got record. He said, and it says not like it's too much money. It's not that the church cannot afford it. It's just because now, before you reach heaven, okay, you get debt here. Sure you get. And if paying the debt here, we deny him heaven, blessing go sort and when you get there. And I would think like that too. See, if anybody they hold me money right now, I'll remember them. Trust me. Don't be so they be where you don't get money. When you put your money inside your hands inside your pocket and it's empty, you begin to scratch your head and say, did I forget money? Did I buy something and not collect change? There's somebody who owe me. And then you begin to remember. And I think that's what happened to that guy. About pressure day. A lot of people are saying there's pressure in Nigeria right now. Pressure day.
There is serious pressure, but the point I'm trying to make is the giving tithe card to people in the church is not right. Okay, because that tithe card, you are automatically you are monitoring the people. Because if somebody gives you a tithe card and you write the amount you are paying there, automatically they will know what you want, what you are earning, everything about you. That person is knowing it. Okay.
Right.
Why? It's not unto,
I think they just want to make
God
sure.
Again.
I think they just want to make sure that you know what I mean. In the book of life, sure you get that it no go make sense. May you die now after doing all of that. They can't look for your name. No day. There's how much you pay. They no write it down. I think they just felt that it should have a book for that. Or you mean that's gonna make it easier to trace how much they are worth?
No, see, this one is the book of pastor, not book of life. Book of life belongs to God. Okay. It's a different book. Okay.
Right.
And pastor has no. If God told you that you don't supposed to see what the right gives.
Yeah.
Because it's willingly. Yes, so anything you are giving to God should be willingly. Nobody should make it compulsory to you.
Yeah.
You understand? Like the way they do today, they make you into go and borrow money to.
But they don't force anybody. Let's be honest, though. Now only intimidation that they use. So they say if you like give, if you like no give. Now you go just suffer. Waiting day where you live for hell. We did this art.
No,
you still get to the sky there. You still go to hell. About you go I'm just trying to make you see the other side of the whole thing too. Sure you get the prince, but they follow you. They go on.
When I was in Nigeria, the church I was attending, the pastor told me that if you don't pay tithe, things will tithe for you. But
exactly,
it's a lie.
That's the kind of threat. Yeah, they don't have to touch you.
Yes.
Sure.
You understand? And that can make someone, to be doing that with fear. But if you are serving God, you don't have to serve God with fear. You have to serve God as a relationship. You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you, 100%. A lot of us are listening.
But when they now use that kind of manipulation, I call it manipulation. Then if it happens that it's Nigeria because Nigeria is a monitoring demon and ancestral demon.
Yeah.
That they go to church to cast. Yes, Nigeria is a problem of everybody because you can be dealing with a company. Nigeria will make the company fold. Right. Automatically, it will begin to affect you and your family. Then when you go to church, they will tell you it's their people in your village doing you. It's ancestral demon, is monitoring demon. But it's Nigerian, politicians and the president and everybody, all of them are the witches and wizards. That is what Nigerians.
God help me bless you. I know. I get
you. Understand? So the people have not understand these tricks. Do you understand? So when you carry that problem now, go to church now. Because if you go to other Babalawo, you must see something for you. You must drop something before you go.
No, it's a must. It's a must. Yeah.
So it is. And because of many has taken advantage of, say, tithe, you must pay tithe. Many has gone. You have gotten many fake pastors today. You understand? And
taking advantage of the people.
They are taking advantage of the people. This tithe, they make it as a law. Tithe shouldn't be the thing that it shouldn't be a law. You understand me? In fact, it's with Old Testament because it's in the Malachi. There they say if you don't pay, you're a robber. You understand? Jesus Christ didn't force anybody during his time to pay tithe because he came with grace. Do you understand? Under Jesus Christ, all you should do that is acceptable to God is to make sure that you do charity. Charity is the basic thing.
It's
help people around you. Help people around you. Church will be, if you go to church, give offering. That is normal thing. If they have need, like you see, just like as Baka was telling, Obi told him, show me project, and I will take the project. And he said he was trying to take the money from Obi. You understand? Obi knew that
is very important, Baba.
Obi know that at times if he drop that money, they may not use it to do that particular thing they are asking for. Are you getting me? So it's why. So that's what I'm saying. Is a
but
basic need.
There is a general belief as well, right? There's a general belief that God doesn't need our money. Sure, you get. But for
God
his mission to succeed on that, that mission needs money, which is true. So God may not need your money, but your pastor needs your money.
You see, when you do the right thing, God will make the money come. Do you understand? Why people hustle? Yes, if you do the right thing, God will touch people that will support what you are doing.
But you understand? But when you are not writing or Prince, you see, when I was growing up, you see all these religion stages. You will agree with me, okay? Those who don't make money, now them they get old factories.
Follower.
No, hang on. They get old factories.
Okay.
As church headquarters. You know, they're everywhere. Then close factory. Turn them to church and the rest. Now those will get money with that. They get their targeted audience. There are those who are also very much looking for shops where they're supposed to sell Coke, Fanta. They will take them to small chapter. You get others, which don't get money for shop, get money for anything. Okay? They found open ground. And they call them Morioke, where God did decide. Meanwhile, it's just to call you to come and build the place for them and the rest. But for those of us, we be say, because me, when I did small, I suffer, Baba. I beg no be competition, because anytime when you tell people, say, if you know what in my eyes, see when I did small, Baba, I suffer, small thing, the next person will tell you, your own suffer, no reach mine. Then another person will say, see the two of you, combine your two sufferness together, it no reach half of my own suffer. Then another one will come and say, so I don't want to make a sufferness competition here, but you get what I mean? So we get our own people with this vision for us too. People we poor, we don't get money. Now on the street, they meet them.
That's true.
Abankede Igbala, Wankede Iwosan, Jesu lo wole to yi o. Now those ones they see small wishes. They say, you see this small, you see this girl? Wish they eyes. Wish they eyes. We go do 7 river, 7 washes for this girl. If you give us 15 naira, I will come and do it for you. I've done it for so many children. There are wishes around there. Now people they don't tell me before say I be wish. They tell me, say, you see this one, Loju Konko, this one, it gets spirit way inside them. The spirit is no good. I can't tell you how many times that they've taken me to streams where water they flow like that. I say, if you wash up, you get one time, Prince, don't laugh. I will never forget this. Laugh. And he actually lived with me for so long in my life, right? I was a little boy. So they said, when you wash every bad thing within my life, where they make me look like wish at that time, now wash up. You know, so when you wash up, I don't know if you do me or do more. If you wash up finish, the water they go this way. So which means actually they wash up. The string where they go the back, they take all your bad thing away. So when you finish, you don't use the sponge. You go do like this: 1, 2, 3. You throw them back. No look back, They don't want me, I don't do all the bath, everything. I would never forget it. I can't remember how old I was, right? Almost as I do 1, 2, 3. I just flung them in front. I said, We knew it. We knew that something is wrong with this boy. How dare you try for front? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Say, I hear you forget your life. But what I'm trying to say here is this. This. We are all victims of a ruined system that pushes us to the answer for these hustlers. And they can tell us all scary stories. Many of these stories actually live with people for the rest of their lives. Some will tell you the reason why I can't make it anymore is because they tell me, say that thing, Make I no put am for street. I make I no put am for a place where pregnant woman go pass. So as I put that thing down, now so one pregnant woman they pass, I know say my life don't finish. That's how I know if you make come. There are people who live like that in Nigeria, not knowing that the system actually ruined them. Like you said, we were pushed to the hands of all these people who now promises us God will do this or that. Prince, I enjoy that, by the way. But it's my life story, true life story. Okay?
Honestly.
I've told you, if I open my back for you, you will see all incisions where people no one make a die. When are they small?
My God, don't show. They show you. You know what?
They show me
you know the one with the best me. You know Agbalomo. You know Agbalomo. You know Agbalomo now. For my village, all the Agbalomo where they there, and the one they pay me pass. They don't cut them down.
Because they get spirits.
They say a bad spirit is there inside. More Agbalomo they sweet like anything. My After this, they do all this deliverance. So still, Nigeria still hold everybody. Nothing don't change.
How come the other spirits can't hate us like that? It can't be like saying, "Nah, we go live with the spirit for the rest of our lives." And it's unfair. It's not fair. It's not fair on people. It's not fair.
Maya, you know the funny thing. When you leave Nigeria, enter abroad, all those spirits go disappear. They don't go remember you again.
Papa, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Nigeria don't. Nigeria don't finish us.
See, when I first landed, today I would look around. I'll be like, "Come on, this place is so dirty. I'm on look at all this thing that." When I first landed, nothing surprised me where they make me. They do wow, oh wow, no. Everything where they see just make me angry. Say 28 years of my life. 28 years of my life. I was made to believe everything Nigeria gave to me, the limitation and everything that comes with it. They make me believe that I must belong to this or know this person or know that person if I really want to lead a good life. It doesn't matter what I have. And everywhere I look, I just get so angry. You know what made me more angry is because I had to do a lot of dirty jobs to survive before I could be legally be able to fend for myself. And there are millions of people like that. And there will be more millions that are still going to be like that as long as that place continues like that. So from that moment, Baba, I became so angry. I mean, I've shared this story before. I used to be very angry. I used to be very angry on my program. I used to curse all the time. And people be like, why are you cursing all the time? I say, but later I realized that
I'm telling you, honestly,
it's frustrating, Prince.
Honestly,
it is so good to hear from you. Okay, thank you so much. Let me take one more call.
Thank you, Baba.
And we can call it tonight. Thank you.
I enjoy your interaction. I
did too. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Mario.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
I'm very well. Thank you.
How's the family?
Well, we thank God. We'll say we are fine. Yeah, we're grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Chooks. I'm calling from Canada.
Say that again. I didn't get that.
So my name is Chooks.
Chooks.
I'm calling from Canada.
Beautiful, Baba.
Yeah.
It's good to hear from you again because that actually really rings bell. Okay. So thank you for joining me again. Yeah, you're live. Please.
Hey, what you're discussing with this guy don't really kill me here.
You were laughing there, right?
It just reminded
because
me.
A lot of you could relate. That's the point. Sure, you know, a lot of you could relate with all I said. Even if it didn't happen to you directly, you could relate. I say, well, I remember that kind of thing when we were growing up. Yeah. You know? But look at that.
When I was a child, when I was growing up, I was having all this fever. You know, when you have this fever, uncontrollable fever and all that, and your temperature goes up, and before you know it, convulsion. My sister, who was a nurse then, you know, she wasn't at home. She was a nurse, right. You know, so she wasn't at home, and I was having this problem. You know, these people will go and tell my mama, saying, you know, all these, all these black spots, you know, they go scratch all those black charcoal, all those things. Call me Samoy. Come paint me because I did say they go come paint me like black. Make those things.
Make your mates no, make them deny you. You know that one because your you know they don't want you. They don't want your spiritual mate to take you away. So they have to apply something all over your body. So then they will reject you, so even though you are going to cry and say your mate have rejected you. But later you have nowhere to go or to stay alive with them. Our parents try.
You know that it took only my sister. My sister just came back and saw me looking like something she couldn't just recognize. She was like asking my mom, "What is this?" And my sister was just explaining to me that this guy's temperature is already high. The pause on him, instead of you to put him in cold water and all this thing, you will use oil to even cover the pause where the.
So it's like you are just adding oil to it to roast him. All you have to do now is just to watch him begin to melt. They watch you melting. Oil everywhere like this.
Oh boy.
Tell me.
No, imagine 2 years, 3 years old boy. What do I know?
You know the funniest one? I don't know if you remember, right? My mom, my own mom, right? After doing all that kind of thing, right? She would then decide, they would say they should do Sahara. We call it Sahara in Yoruba, right? That is, they should give some food, like fruits, to children so that they will all eat the fruits, okay? And that will make me feel well. And they did a lot of that for me. My mom, I mean, every now and then, they didn't want me to die. They took me to a place called Kobomoje in Ibadan. If I open my chest, you will see all the bigger mark they put there. If I open my back, they put them there. They didn't want me to die. Just like you said, a sickly little boy that nobody could tell what was wrong with him. It must be spiritual. Wrong? Guess what? A lot of us didn't make it. Remember, a lot of us didn't make it. There are many of our mates that didn't make it. They died.
Just like that.
Sure, you know.
Well, thank you very much. You're doing very well.
Thanks,
please, in terms of Nigerian system, there's something I want to chip in so that other people call. Mayego.
Yep.
Why is it that the so-called Britain that colonized Nigeria, they came to Nigeria and amalgamated every other person.
Yes.
Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, and yet Scotland, England, what are other two?
No, we have
two
Northern
other countries that made.
Then we have Wales.
Why is it that they didn't amalgamate all of them together?
Thank you. It's a very good question, though, with a very straight answer too. In fact, that's exactly what they did with Nigeria when they handed over to Nigeria during independence. They model Nigeria, like that of United Kingdom. The Northerners, they were supposed to be the English. Okay. The Easterners, they were supposed to be the Scotland. Right?
Okay.
The Westerners were supposed to be like the Northern Ireland. Right?
Okay.
Then until when they started talking about creating the Middle Belt region out of partly Northern Nigeria and partly Southern Nigeria, which ordinarily would have made it 4 regions. Okay? And these 4 regions would have been independent country because remember, Eastern Nigeria was autonomous. Western Nigeria was autonomous.
Yeah.
Northern Nigeria was autonomous until 1966. Yeah. Remember? So they did that. But remember, whatever they did with Nigeria, Baba, it was not because of Nigerians. It was for commercial reasons. So in 1966, when they stopped that independence constitution, the one that gave power to the regions, as it should be, right? When they suspended that and they moved back, the people who planned that counter coup, when they moved back up north, they were planning to move away from Nigeria. They don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore because you know what? Nigeria was already divided along that line. That if any of us chose that we don't want to be part of it anymore, we could leave. That was the arrangement. But as good as it was, Baba, when that arrangement got truncated, remember, good or bad, it wasn't in our own interest. It was in the interest of the England. and Britain. So when the new guys who did all that, the counter coup and the rest happened, they saw the opportunity to align with them as long as the interest of Britain is still protected. And guess what, Baba? Finally, Britain didn't actually take side until 1969. Okay? And it was because their interest became threatened due to what they are getting from Biafra at the time. They will need to pass through Nigeria to take them out. So if they can't take them out, they will just align with Nigeria. But the bottom line is that we did this to ourselves. But it is to the benefit of Britain. The day we choose that we don't want to be together anymore, Britain can't stop us. They're just going to look for another partner in us that's going to protect the interest of Britain. People didn't know that yet. But Britain can't divide Nigeria anymore. They don't have that chance anymore. But trust me, when the people are ready to actually go their separate ways, Britain will just look for another partner within us.
Right.
Baba. Sorry, I don't know if that answered
thank
it.
You very much
that's my own understanding.
You answered my question.
Did I?
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, you did.
God bless you, Chooks. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, that's a good one. Because that's what I believe. Okay? As Britain is today, they will give Nigeria weapons. They will give Nigeria money. Okay? Because the interest of Nigeria is the interest of Britain. If tomorrow the pendulum swings, and there is no longer this centralized Nigeria that people could just do as they are doing right now, trust Britain. They will move with any of those parties that will align with their interests. And it's because we haven't really got people genuinely, okay, who could push that yet. But it has to start from home. That's my own belief. Hello, there.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine.
Sir, your voice is very low. I don't know if it's just me or... Can you hear me now?
Anyway, I just want... I can hear you.
Oh, loud. So I can hear you too. How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine. So what is happening in Osun? Who's the governor of Osun now?
Adeleke, at least.
Adeleke. But he's not functioning as well. As far as I'm concerned, like I didn't hear anything from them. It's been quiet with them there. But...
see, Baba, you know something, Osun takoko gon. I'll tell you politically. If they hold election in Nigeria this weekend and Tinubu becomes the president-elect, trust me, you can begin to tell Adeleke to start counting his days. Because we are talking about Tinubu here. A non-democratic progressive that is presenting himself as a progressive, yeah? Adeleke can start counting. I mean, I don't know what will happen, but you can bank on what I just told you now, sir. If the pendulum should swing that way, Buhari will be a saint to what Tinubu will do. And I'm saying this beforehand anyway, sir.
But everybody's been quiet about it.
And now they're waiting for Saturday.
We're waiting for Saturday.
They are waiting for Saturday.
The people have said he's no longer the governor of the state.
No, he is. So, by law, right? It's only the tribunal, right? It's the tribunal that said it didn't win. So we still need to go to the appeal court. Then we still need to go to the Supreme Court as well. So, and you know that if APC is still in charge, it should just forget it. Well, I don't know. I mean, so I don't want to make it look like the Osun people that believe that they have escaped from Tinubu's pang. I don't want them to feel like, why are you reminding us now? You will know the reasons why. The real owners of Lagos, the real citizens of Lagos, the real the reasons why they continue to be spectators when it comes to the affairs of Lagos, and only those who came from outside Lagos are ruling Lagos. You will find it out. Let Tinubu become your president first. You will find out. Buhari will be a saint, Baba. Saint Gidi. Baba, imagine a world, imagine a life that you will wake up and say, Omo Buhari better. Ni ayé yìí. Joma jari o.
because you know what? Actually, at times when I think about it, so look at what he's saying regarding Lagos. He talk about Lagos as if he was one that found Lagos, that founded Lagos.
He is the founder of Lagos.
People before him.
Nobody before him. Nobody. In fact, all of them before him, including Lagos being the state capital for over 80. I'm sorry, almost 80 years from 1919. After the amalgamation of Nigeria, they moved the capital to what do you call it? From Zungeru, I've been waiting with that place. They moved it to Lokoja in today's Kogi. And then in 1919, it was finally moved down to Lagos. That's when, sure you get. Meanwhile, Lagos was already a colony since 1890, 95 or so. Now, all of this, Komata Baba, Lagos started happening in 1999. Anything you say contrary to that, sir, you are not a true Yoruba. Because that's exactly how the Lagos Abobakus thinks.
I think that's what they think, and that's what that's what they're saying.
Lagos didn't exist before them.
Umar Ruminu at time when they start talking as if Lagos belongs to these people.
Right?
And if you look at them properly, sorry to say, that's why we're all Yorubas. That's why we're all Yorubas, right? That's why we're all Yorubas. Majority of these people is either Ijebu or this or your people.
Not true now. She not be Lagos again. She not be the same Lagos. We know those who are Omo-Eko. We know those who come from what they call it Araoke. Right? But it has gotten to a state whereby we are all Yorubas. So nobody really cares, right? Because we are Yorubas.
We are all the same tribe. We believe we are the same tribe. But the way these people are going about it makes me scared a little bit. I must tell Tinubu as a person. It makes me scared a little bit because the way he talks as if he only Lagos, he do everything to Lagos.
You wait now. Wait till then make him president. A lot of you as Yorubas, I'm saying this beforehand though. I know we have pride in us. Sure you get. And a lot of us have been brainwashed enough to say we can't release some certain things in public. It will be the time that being Yoruba, in anything they mention Nigeria, Baba, it will be something like a shame that you'll be like, I'm ashamed that I'm a Yoruba man. Why? Because of Tinubu. Why are you wishing him evil? The people that are not smart, they will never be smart. Esa, when we were talking about Bukwari, they said it's because we didn't like him. It's because we hated him. I said, what happened to those of you who love him? Is your love not enough? 50 million of you say you love them. Abi? Few of us, Abi, you say we are willing willers. People like myself. If my criticism is the reason why the rest of you are suffering, Una should check yourself. If you say because they don't like them, that's why Nigeria is not working. What happened to those of you who love them? What happened to your love? Is that not enough to make life better for you? Emma Tonranyi, sir. Let me answer for me now.
Because I don't normally that's how they call themselves landlord. I mean, I will go to know. When you think about it, are we now fighting between ourselves or war? Because you cannot demarcate between to say, okay, what about their worries and the rest of them that they meant there?
I'm telling you.
And those guys are just nearby people and they came.
No, they don't matter. What about the Igbos that were Lagosians? What about Hausas, Northerners who are Lagosians? If you are the third generation of your own family in a place, Baba, are you not? I'm putting this straight, okay, using the same context.
I know, but you know what? Because I agree, but the point is because this Northerners as well, you can't do all this North. And
there's actually what I want to point out, sir. You know what I wanted to point out? You mentioned that worries. You mentioned other people who are like the real owners of Lagos. Then I'm saying they relegated all of them. Same way. Those who have also been in Lagos, that same Lagos for 40 years before Tinubu at all. Many of them today are called outsiders. But you just mentioned their worries now. They in Lagos State with Tinubu and Gango, well, I won't say much. They are there.
Although I know those people that when it comes to real things at times, they do come out and say, look, we know ourselves. and there's a limit you can do all these things. But it's just that those guys go to a limit where they can react at times. They still have to come out because this is giving me some. I must tell you, it's giving me some concern. I don't just know how I'm feeling with this all these zombie codes and what have you. Normally, that's what they say. And it got to a level we know who's who now. The way things are going. And mind you, let's just scatter in Lagos. That Lagos will be divided into several, if possible, states with different factors.
Well, there is this guy, sir. I don't know if you have seen the video. Elegushi, that guy called up by Elegushi, that guy that came back from the US, made a king. Oloritun lason. Person maybe Oloritun. You know, I'm not sure if like Oloritun are the leaders of Adugbos, street leaders. If you are really something, right, in Yoruba land, you'll be Bale of this community,
that kind of stuff,
and this place, But in Lagos State, where Eleko, the person that they believe that is the overall king of Ababa, we need this trio. So many people believe that Oba Lagoon, that is Oba of Eko, is actually the king over the entire Lagos, which is not true. He is a king in Isale Eko until Tinubu decided to lift him and make him look like he's the king of overall Lagos, right? Now, this small armlet, they brought this guy and they made him.
Are you talking about the current Lagos?
This current Lagos now. I'm actually taking him to sir. I'm actually taking him to this Elegushi guy. You see this Elegushi guy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was made a king.
Okay.
And there is no history of anywhere called Egushi or Egushi or Elegushi in Yoruba. There's no history like that. It was meant to be an area. But you know why I'm saying this?
An area, yes.
You know why I'm saying this? Now, this guy selling land in Elegushi and all those areas is made a lot of money. Tinubu's boy is now talking about the history of Yoruba land by saying Lagos State is not part of Yoruba land. And if Yoruba is going to have a Yoruba nation, Lagos State is never going to be part of it. That we should go and do your nonsense Yoruba nation elsewhere. Lagos is not part of Yoruba land. You won't believe it, too. And he was saying that as a king. So that's why I went that is. I don't know if you have heard that. I don't know if you have seen that. Have you?
I've not heard that too. Is that from history? Do you read that in history? We the little one we did in secondary school.
Because history Yoruba koko tó ń jẹ́ Legushi. We have the Aworis. We have
Baba Kola tó kú lẹ́sẹ̀ndì Baba Oyeko ọmọ lámọ̀ pé ọmọ Òsèkó nìyẹn. We learn about this people Baba wọ́n lé ńgbà kan yàrá came back to become a king. We all know that.
Wàhálà ti wà. But anyway, the whole thing should end this weekend. Tó bá ti ju weekend yìí lọ, I will advise everybody to brace up. Sure you get. Thank you so much, by the way. Let me wrap it up. Sir, I have enjoyed my evening, okay? And I wanted to, please, if you're just joining us, okay, you can just rewind this and watch it from the start. Or if you have already been with us all night, don't forget, you can still like this broadcast. Like it, share it, and then, subscribe as well. Somebody wants me to tell you the history of Eko. Baba, just read the history. They are not in any way, conflicted. But there are so many things that has been introduced into that Obaship and all of that in Yoruba land. We have political Obas in Yoruba now, in Yoruba land. They have no connection to the history. They have no idea of their own history. And then they don't give a damn because they are political Obas. So the tradition and the rest of that they love to brag about, they love to threaten you with that. Don't talk to a Kabiesi like that. So do you think everybody that they put a crown on his head is actually a real Yoruba Oba? Read your history. These charlatans, political Obas, they were planted normally to model up the true history of the Yoruba people, as well as your history, your own history. And if you are confused about your history, right? If you don't know who you are, trust me, you can be anything they want you to be. That's exactly what Nigeria is doing. And with the help of the likes of the kind of Obas you have in Yoruba land today, the political Obas you have in Yoruba land today, it's just like you will bemoan the tragedy that has befallen us as a people. And then they are called the custodians of tradition. Unfortunately, this mad, what do you call it? This mad opportunists, called the political Obas in Yoruba land, they probably would well, anyway, see, the truth is this, okay? For those of us who actually know the tradition, the history, the who we are, we can tell you, the Darudakpo, the Darudakpo, and every other thing that they have introduced into our traditional institutions, which has made a lot of us, right? So, not so available to give this eye service respect and what have you to criminals by their words. You shall know them, they say. I'll stop here. Okay, I'll see you some other time. So thank you very much for spending your evening with me again. And until the next time, remember, like, share, subscribe. And if you don't like all I've said as well, if you have subscribed, take it away, please. If you have liked, take your like. But to the brethren in the temple of truth, you should have a wonderful night. Yeah, and I'm going to see you some other time. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.